Welcome, everybody, to another star-studded episode of Twitch Tuesdays. Now on Wednesdays, now on YouTube, now back on Tuesdays. Also with me here today, Matt Vu.
Fucking knew you were alive. I fucking knew.
Bro, we always start on time. This is the one show that starts on time, and I'm holding to it.
That is true. That is true. I see you've been live for a minute. I'm sorry I'm late. I got distracted by our group chat, and I didn't realize it was already time. So let me just tweet this out that we're live and all that while we're on air. Anyway, welcome everybody to Twitch Tuesday now on Wednesday, now back on Tuesday. Now returning after a 2-week hiatus. My name is Nat. That is Dylan. We are Twitch Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of breath. I had to hurry and get here.
Did you run? where did you run from now?
I ran because I had all my stuff that shattered. Like I had my mic somewhere else. I got my headphones somewhere else. So let me tweet that we're live. Don't want to tweet the StreamYard link.
Yeah.
Anyway, how's it going, Dylan?
It's going. Currently looking at the drive distance between you to Kelsey.
Yeah, it's further than I thought. It's a long drive.
We're putting this cat in here.
Hey, wait, which one? Is that Jean?
Yeah, my shepherd.
Okay. Do you guys see that cat on the table? Oh my god, who allowed that? She's crazy. Jake's here.
Oh, great.
Just in the background, though. So, yeah, you asked how I've been doing. Pretty good. Speaking of road trips, I just got back.
What?
Danny says it's just a picture of a girl. I think it's the one that with the girl that goes to sleep on stream. I would go on stream, but what if I fell asleep? Then we would just farm it for money, mostly. Anyways, so I just got back from a trip from Kansas, which I drove. Now, I don't know if you know this, Nat. Kansas is about 9 hours from where I live.
I did not know that. That's useful information to know. That's quite a drive.
You know how much I do not care to drive that much again?
You know what? I just tweeted and I had this was a mistake. I got to start over. Sorry, go on with your story.
You multitasted, didn't you? You multitasted.
I'm very distracted right now.
Speaking of road trips and good times, Jake Yalkiveta, you got a road trip coming up? What's
I'm back.
Yeah.
I took myself off so you could do your intro, whatever.
Well, we did, and then I did, and then I queued you in now. So now we got.
Yeah, I don't listen when you talk.
I know.
So
I know. I've been in a chat with you for several years now. I'm well aware.
You don't know what I've done.
Half a decade now at this point, Jake. I think it's actually probably closer to 6 years. 2018 sound about right? 2017.
No, I didn't really know you until 2019.
Okay. Yeah, 2019 was a good year.
That's half a decade almost.
Yeah, it was a good year. We didn't have a fucking pandemic.
Yeah, that was right before the demic. That was before Demi, bro. Yeah, Jake, you ever been to Kansas?
No, that's a state I have not hit.
Not missing much, bro. I'll tell you right now. Kansas, as advertised.
How is it advertised?
Yes. There's nothing worth advertising.
What do you mean?
That's exactly the point. They have pretty good barbecue. If you go to Joe's,
Well, I mean they got the Chiefs. Yeah. I'm a fan of.
Well,
Travis
technically,
Kelce.
The Chiefs is in Missouri because it's Kansas City.
Okay, well, fuck me then.
Speaking of fun fact: when you're doing a road trip west to east or east to west to Kansas, there were several times on that trip I had no fucking idea what state I was in. I didn't know if I was in Illinois. I didn't know if I was in Missouri. I didn't know if I was in Kansas. I think at one point. Oh God, I swear I was in all three at one point because I was like, none of this is lining up on anything. Like I would try to zoom out on the map on Google Maps as I'm driving, trying to see where the fuck I am. And they would just be like, I don't know, fucking know, bro. It's all the same to me. Like, it just kept telling me the city.
I mean that's the. I mean that's basically the entire Midwest. Like
Effectively, yeah. I will say this, though. I did not get pulled over whenever I was speeding behind a van that was definitely speeding for a long time. I mean, I'm talking like a good 2-hour stretch. I was behind this van, and they were pushing 100. I'm just coasting right behind them because I'm like, can't pull us both over.
yeah,
you know?
you follow the flow of traffic.
Exactly right. Yeah, and not one cop existed. So I'm like, all right, that cop's on a farm somewhere, or they just don't have cops in the Midwest. That's my closest understanding with it. Deacons, definitely an L. Yeah, brother, it is not great. The funny thing is, I brought my well, the buddies I traveled with were Cincy guys, right? So I don't know shit about sports, but apparently, the Kansas or the Chiefs are not big fans of the Bengals for some reason. Jake, can you kind of elaborate on this for me?
I'm not a fan of the Bengals.
All right, but can you explain to me why the Chiefs don't like them? Like, what are they, like 1-3 or something? Like, there's some.
I don't give a fuck about the AFC.
Yeah. So here's my.
I'm NFC
Help me out.
NFC South.
Yeah,
So,
I know you like
NFC East.
you love Black Panther. We all miss
Chadwick, or rest in peace.
Boseman. I know, we know, but help me out here, Nat. I don't know about it.
So the thing with the Chiefs and the Bengals is, I feel like it's a relatively new rivalry because they're both the best teams in the AFC.
Okay,
especially they have the two best quarterbacks with Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. So I think that's where
right.
the rivalry stemmed from. Like the Bengals can't make the Super Bowl because the Chiefs are in the way. So yeah, it's relatively new.
Deacon says the Cincy mayor ran his mouth. And Deacon, what did he say? Did he say that Kansas sucks?
Idea.
Is he right? He is right. Kansas.
That is also a reason he talks shit about the Chiefs.
Well,
the mayor.
Travis Kelsey called him a jabroni after the Chiefs beat the Bengals. Bro, I don't know shit about much, but those Kelsey boys cracked me up. So you know what? I'm gonna be on Kelsey's side with that one, and I think he's with the Chiefs though. So
well, at least Travis Kelsey's brother is better than Patrick Mahomes' brother.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh
Christ.
my gosh.
But again, I don't give a fuck.
But then Jake's like, I don't know shit about fuck on the AFC.
Wait, is that how I sound?
No, you sound more. Hold on, let me get the right tone. You're more right here. That's where your natural base is. It's a little bit.
You know what? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's the right octave at least.
It's not the right sound all the way, but it's the right octave, that's for sure.
Jake, how do you feel about Bryce Young?
Bryce Young? I'm cool with it. I mean, I have learned with the Panthers that I do not need to have any expectations with our quarterbacks.
That's probably a good mindset going into this season. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
I hope it works out for you.
I mean, well, we had Warren Moon, or not Warren Moon, Jake Delhomme, same person.
Yeah.
He led us to a Super Bowl, and then he shit the bed and never did anything else. We had Kerry Collins at the height of his alcoholism. That worked out great for us. Like we just have never had a good quarterback, and Cam Newton does not count because that motherfucker gave up on every play that he wasn't the star of. Fuck him.
Well, that's the right call.
What?
He's a star. Let him fucking shine.
What?
Danny keeps saying send the link for Twitch. Oh, you mean like the StreamYard link? Okay, yeah. Hold on, I got you.
No, I didn't send it to anyone. I just you can easily ask. Just log into the C2A email.
No, just log into the StreamYard, Danny. What do you mean? No, for a second there, he was asking for the Twitch link, and I'm like, you're on the Twitch, Danny. What the fuck do you mean? I'm just gonna put it on Twitter. Let anybody else who wants to join it.
Yeah, I mean, Mike
Mike
Deacon wants to
Deacon
hop
might
on,
come.
then
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's been a few weeks since we've done the show.
oh, before we start, I gotta get this Twitter poll up because we've been talking so much shit about McDonald's fries.
Oh,
And I wanna settle
damn,
this.
we're doing a Twitter poll.
Oh, bro, we're doing a Twitter poll. We haven't been canceled in a minute. Danny Cost.
Listen, it's a poll. It's not a brag.
Malai.
Who the fuck
Right.
are we anymore? Hey, what up, Danny?
Hey, Jake.
Yeah.
So
Danny-
you have gone on record as saying Burger King fries are better, Wendy's fries are better, whatever the fuck.
Pretty
So
much
I want you to
anybody's
give me.
fries are better, in my opinion.
I want you to give me 3 fries that you want to compete against McDonald's.
All right, 3 fries.
Yeah.
1.
Oh, I'm down for this.
All right, 1. Rallies.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What / Checkers?
Yep.
Yeah,
thank you.
/ Checkers,
Yeah.
right? Regional bias here. We're gonna go 2. There's too much hate against Burger King for no particular reason. I can't put Burger King in there. Chick-fil-A.
No,
Mm.
fuck that. Nope.
No,
Them
listen,
giant-
you gotta have one
Nope.
curve down. You gotta have one curve down. You gotta have your easy outs, right, Jake? Here.
No, that's horrible. That's
All right.
horrible.
All right.
No.
I'm trying to think of universal chains that won't get region locked out of people. That's my hard part right now. I would say.
I would say Arby's curly fries.
I'd give you Arby's. But here's the thing.
Arby's?
It messes with the repeatableness of it, right? Because it's they're different kind of fry. So somebody could put the argument, well, this isn't a fair poll because it's
Yeah.
not.
Don't put none of that Taco Bell fries.
Yeah, yeah.
So
it's not the same.
So are
Penn
we
Station.
just doing straight up
straight
up fries?
right? Straight up
Yes.
fries.
What about the
Okay.
Five Guys fries?
I would put Penn Station over Five Guys, to be honest, but
What's that one?
that's a sub place, which I guess may be a region
yeah.
thing. But
Penn Station is
I was gonna say that's
is
in
a
New York.
low. Penn Station is a low rent firehouse.
Never been to that either.
I would probably take
What about
Penn
Penn
Station
Station?
over Firehouse, but that's me.
Well,
But all right,
Firehouse doesn't have fries, but I'm
Right,
just
the
saying
case in point.
sandwich wise.
let's go ahead and say Five Guys because that's probably the most comparable, and it is a burger place still.
And
So
they
are we
do
not
fill
putting
the whole
Chick-fil-A?
fucking bag up.
They do. Boy, the first time I went to Five Guys, I made the mistake of ordering a large fry, and they made me look like a fucking idiot for it.
You carry out a bag.
They gave me 3 bags, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? Why did I spend $20 on fries? What do you mean? Where am I gonna? Who am I gonna feed? What homeless family am I going to feed with all these
The,
fries?"
the grease is
Yeah.
dripping out of the bag with all those fries.
Bro, I made so many bird friends that day. I just walked outside and I just covered myself in them and let them take me.
I mean, that's the C2A way.
It is. That's actually how Paul Denuzio was born, is how I'm heard. Is that a flock of birds attacked literally just a random woman, and then all that was left was Paul Denuzio.
I didn't know where you were going with that, but that's something.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Some very plump, happy person walked out of Five Guys carrying a large bag of fries. They got swarmed by presumably crows, and all that was left was Paul Denuzio, and that's how he entered into the world.
No
No,
wonder why
they
the
weren't.
Fast and Furious movie.
They weren't crows. They were too black for him.
That's true. That's true. Boy, oh boy, it is a
Oh,
packed
no.
house.
There he
Oh,
is.
Hey,
What
how's
the
it going,
hell?
Mike?
This is a party.
My
Going
number
on,
one
everybody?
source of news about Cincy and Kansas, because I don't know shit about it.
See, I host a podcast on football, so I have to keep up with this shit. So.
Lee, this is the ambitious crossovers we need for our content.
But we're talking about fries. Mike, what's your number one fry place?
Yeah.
Just like French fries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair question. I'm actually pretty partial to Arby's fries. Being on Arby's curly fries are way up there for me.
Arby's fries
Okay.
are bangers. Yeah.
We already touched on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I said Arby's curly fries.
Yeah.
But they're saying just the straight
Strictly
white,
French, right? Strictly French, not curly.
white fries.
Not-
Ooh.
Wait, Arby's actually has regular fries, not curly
They-
fries.
Yeah,
Crinkle
they
fries.
do.
They have
They
crinkle
do?
fries. They don't
Yeah,
have
they have
like
crinkle.
regular straight fries. They have
Oh, wow.
crinkles.
Which can I point out really quick? I think that like crinkle, like we got curly fries is probably top tier. Crinkle fries is
Top tier.
probably top tier. Regular
Mhm.
fries are like probably A tier. They're not bad, but like they're relative to the other things going on. Waffle fries are probably somewhere in B.
Waffle fries.
I don't know about
Waffle
that. I love
fries
the
are-
waffle fry.
Waffle fries are hit or miss because they can
Waffle
be very
fries-
dry.
Yes, waffle fries can
Yeah.
hit, but it's not consistently that they're hitting,
They're
right?
so
Like
Right.
dry though.
They can be drier,
they can be.
like the Sahara dry.
They
The
can
margin of error is very slim. I agree with that.
be. Right. They have
Okay,
less room to
so-
fuck it up.
I'll go ahead and put my my regular fry in there.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say Wendy's when they
Okay.
started doing the
Yeah, the
fries
sea
with
salt
like
fries? Yeah.
the sea
Right.
salt. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, when they
Okay.
get their fries right, fucking hit, right?
When they're fresh, they're good. Yeah.
Yes. I would say
So-
that should be the name of the game, right? Like you can't use the worst versions. You can't if you're having like if your store sucks and you go and they're always like trash tier. Like no,
Mhm.
like best version
Oh,
of these
yeah.
fries up against each other's.
So I think I have our 4. I need us all to be in agreement. So we have
Okay.
McDonald's as we go on the poll.
Yes.
Wendy's,
Yes.
Rally/Checkers, and Five
Yes.
Guys. Is that right?
I-
Rallies. I would put Rallies/Checkers at number
Checkers
1.
is good.
It's not a
That's a good
ranking.
call.
It's just a
I love
poll,
Checkers.
but-
That to me, that is the best fries.
yeah.
Or also Popeyes. Popeyes is up there.
Popeyes is
Ooh, Popeyes has some
Ooh,
good
yeah.
fries. Yeah.
We got to
It's
decide.
not
I can only
their
have 4 in the poll.
All right, fine. Well, we'll leave Popeyes out because the rest are at least our burger joints.
Well-
so they're all pretty relative to each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm posting this now. We're going to return to this at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Where are we posting it?
Are you posting on C2A's Twitter or your personal?
Yeah, it's
Because
on
personal's not
C2A's
gonna get
Twitter.
fit.
C2 what? What
What's
the
that?
fuck did you
What
just
is a
say?
C2A? I never heard of that.
A C2A?
This is
I don't know what that means.
this motherfucker just said C2S. What?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm sure I didn't, but I'll be dramatic. and
Yeah,
just-
I don't think you did. I don't know what they heard.
That must be my other channel coming through. Actually, no, the other channel would be the FN podcast. I only like my channels to have 2 or 3 letters as like total like cumulative things.
I thought you're also on the POV channel.
I am well, yeah, it's another 3-letter one, right? Occasionally, me and
Yeah.
Nat are POV members.
You know what?
only
I
whenever
made
they win
I made a
awards.
grammatical error in this poll. So I'm
What, the
gonna
show?
redo it.
That's
Yeah.
the
See, we have 3, but like if you look at our logo on YouTube, it actually says WTF. We just never bothered changing it. So-
Yeah.
there you go.
It kind of fits though.
Yeah, it does. That's fitting. When you have a show that's like pure nonsense strung together by even more insanity, like yeah, that's the ideal start. Somewhere I feel like both.
You just described this show.
I know.
That's what this is.
Which show am I talking about? What's the show or Twitch Tuesdays? Which,
We pretty much
Same-
are an extension of you guys.
I mean, of the same picture. It's the same picture.
yeah, corporate. What's the difference between these 2 shows? It's the same shit, right? I loosely base it on the idea that the original Seinfeld pitch. It's like, what's the show about? And it's like, it's about nothing.
Nothing.
And then we
Like,
just went ahead and then ran with that. So
Like I'm curious. This was originally just supposed to be Dylan, Nat, and Danny. What were you gonna talk about tonight?
I honestly I didn't have a plan about that.
have to
Outside
talk
of the
about
French fry
Guardians.
poll, that was it.
Yeah.
We can talk about
yeah,
Guardians. We haven't talked about Guardians.
Guardians
we haven't
3,
talked about Guardians.
which went out
I-
like 2 weeks ago.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, well,
We're gonna talk about it.
But go ahead.
the spoilers. So it's not coming out anyway.
Go ahead. Fuck it.
It's
I already know Gamora dies. I mean, it's fine.
that happened like 5 movies ago, Jake.
That was that was Roga. That was Infinity War.
Yeah. Spoiler: she didn't die again. Like, although that would have been funny if they brought her back just to kill her again. Because
I want her to be I want her to be the Kenny of the Guardians. You know,
right.
Yeah,
just in
no,
every movie.
I
she's done.
I don't give a fuck about spoilers. I'm fine. You're good.
No, there's not really like much to spoil in that movie.
I was about to say the same thing. This movie's kind of like it's its own thing. It's nothing in this movie is going to affect anything else in the future unless they use these characters again. So there's not much to
Right.
spoil.
I
Mhm.
guess like the one spoiler that would like be relevant would be like, well, I guess before we say anything, Nat, can you put a Here, I'll put a spoiler banner up, or you wanna?
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh, you know how
Wait,
to
is
use
anybody even
StreamYard.
watching?
Okay.
Do we have anybody in the chat? I just saw
But
Yeah,
Mike's
6
comment.
viewers, Danny.
listen,
That's one that we usually have.
we got 6 viewers in for the VOD people. I don't want them to run into a spoiler without knowing it's coming. So
Look, Danny, the majority of our viewers come after the
Here,
fact.
we're all here.
he's like, we're literally
I'm
all
looking
on
at the
screen.
comments. I'm looking at the comments. There's just Mike's comments, and that was it.
Yeah,
AJ,
I don't need your
Get AJ here
negativity,
too.
Danny.
Oh shit! Send AJ the link. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's get everyone on here.
Yeah. So anyway, at the end, whenever Peter leaves the Guardians,
Yeah.
Danny's
Danny's
gone!
Oh my God.
Danny.
Danny.
The best
Yo,
of us.
She heard him coming to Texas, and then now she said, "Oh, I better see what the boys are doing."
Hey, what up, Will?
And Will's here. Okay.
Danny, for the record, just
I
in
called
case,
them out, and look, they all came out.
just in case you wanna make an appearance on this channel for the first time in a while. There's the link in the chat. You always know where to get it. No pressure, but yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy. So really, the only spoiler that there is to say is that at the end we have a whole new Guardians team, right?
Right.
Nobody died.
Yep. Nobody died.
Yeah,
none
that's
of the main
surprising.
characters
Like,
died.
I was. I
Well,
fully
Rocket
expected
kind
more
of died.
Well, Rocket
He,
briefly.
he died as in like Harry Potter died.
Yeah.
He's alive at
Oh,
the end
spoilers
though.
for Harry Potter.
Right.
Mhm.
It's great to see. This is exactly the same show it's always been. I don't know if that's a compliment or not,
We
Danny.
got more
but
people
we're gonna
now.
take it as that. Yes, the same disorganized mess that it usually is. We love it. Yeah, but
Oh.
Guardians, talk about a real return to form on Marvel's part, right? Like,
Top tier.
you know what? I know every movie uses its own creep as like a intro or a segment or something like that. This may be my favorite creep, though.
It's so
Because it was
good.
the acoustic creep. There's a whole
Yes,
Mwah,
Yeah.
chef kiss.
the smooth
Just like that.
acoustic.
Like Deadpool when they used the acoustic take on me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key.
I thought it did a great job of like grounding the movie very quickly because again, like Guardians has been largely a comedy at its core for the most part. So letting it say like we're gonna have our moments on this time, like this is a solemn wrap up to the series, and giving it that little homage with like showing everybody in rough places and times and stuff like that. I thought that was fantastic. I thought that was such a good way to like really get into the beginning of the movie, and then from there it's just like wow, okay, all right, what a fun little journey we've just gone on.
It's kind of nice that it had an ending.
Yeah.
It was nothing like stay tuned into this future episode. It actually had a conclusion.
I
to the
felt
whole
like it
story.
had closure, but there was room for like more stories to be told.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I think that's
and-
perfect ending.
And obviously, there's several actors who this is their last contracted movie, so they can write them off if they want to keep them going. They can. You know,
Right.
they left it open ended in that regard, but it also served as closure for almost everybody.
Yes, I think
There's
it
lots of
really
people. Right.
it leaves no closed doors for them, and it just only leaves the future, right? And I think that that's kind of like the good way to leave off with this property, right? If they want to bring in Guardians or whatever iteration, they can do that. I think
Mhm.
the one part that I found the hardest about this film though was how long they made you feel as though that Cosmo was not a good boy.
I know that's
Girl.
Yeah.
I know it's just a
Good girl.
girl by the time they get to this movie, which is a fun little switcheroo they pull on us by Guardians 3.
Yep.
But
Good deal.
yeah, broke
That
my
was
heart.
That hurt me.
That hurt. Yeah.
That was almost as painful as seeing poor Rocket's friends.
You know what? I think it's because you just know it's coming. Like you just know like the animals are gonna get theirs. I found that not being the big gut punch for me.
What about the baby raccoons? At the
Baby
end,
raccoons, no.
that was heartwarming. When
Honestly,
he rescued his baby, when he found out he was a raccoon, and he took all of them and saved them.
yeah. I'm
That was
trying to
sweet.
think what my big hit. What was your guys' big hit on this movie? Like, what was the one that is like, that's hitting for me?
Nebula being relieved when Rocket didn't die. I cried at that part.
Mm.
I also
I
cried.
don't know,
I cried so many
5
times in this
minutes.
movie.
Okay.
It was really,
all right, Jake.
really sad. Right, Jay?
Okay, no, I remember what mine is. All right, and it's not even remotely the biggest like emotional hit in the scene, like in this movie, but it's Mantis going off on Nebula whenever she was like picking on Drax at the end when they're in the ship, and she's like, "You always do this. You're always doing this," and then that felt like such a genuine family moment, though. And I was like, I don't know why that moment is the one that's like really hitting me in my soul. Like you've got the animal scene and all that, and I was like, but this one where she's like standing up for Drax, and then she makes him forget all the mean things that she
It's
says.
like, you think I'm stupid?
Right?
And Drax actually knowing what they were talking about, the children.
Yeah.
Jube.
You know, I'll say like it takes a lot for me to get emotional on a movie, and the actually the one part that did hit me was in the end credits when Rocket put a "Come and Get Your Love On." I'm like, because it brought the whole thing full circle. I think that's what hit me harder than anything, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it wasn't like one thing that like really got me. It was like the whole, like the entire movie. It was like everything built up to like just like such emotional beats. The Lila stuff really got me because I was not when she got shot, I was not expecting that at all. So that really like
the next line.
No, when Little Flores was screaming out, like, "Let's get out of here!" That was
when
like,
it's
oh my
Chiefs,
God.
Floor Rocket, run.
Yeah, that was when I was like, oh no, no.
Yeah, so that really hit me hard because if you've played the Telltale Guardian games, it does touch on Rocket's past and his history with Lila and all that. So I was fully expecting it going in, but like even with that knowledge, it's still like they nailed it so hard. And I love that they like intersplice the emotional moments with funny moments as well. So it really like balanced it well. So it was just an entire roller coaster of emotion for me.
On the flip side of that, I will say,
I was gonna say another one that made me cry was the Dog Days at the end.
Oh yeah, Dog Days hit me too. Dog Days.
Oh, I started that.
That was a really nice musical number for it.
Oh god, I was just like, "Fuck, dude! Don't end this with Florence and the Machine." That's like that whole album is such a fucking tearjerker for me. Like,
did you see the reaction though? They had her reacting to watching the movie.
No, I didn't.
Like her Twitter page has that up there. If you want to really like get it in the feels, because she reacts to it and she has the same reaction we all have in the theater. So.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure. I don't want to watch that on stream though because I don't want to be ugly crying on stream. But
no, I'm gonna watch it after.
yeah, definitely.
We can have a group cry at the end.
Yeah, that's because we see 2A Unplugged.
It's called a circle cry. That's what we call it.
Yes. No, on the flip side of it though, Marvel's first F-bomb.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so good too.
It got spoiled for me. Like they posted, I don't know who it was. One of the major outlets posted it, and I'm like, "Oh, what's this?" So I had actually seen it beforehand. So it didn't catch me off guard, unfortunately.
Oh no, I don't know what I've done. I think I've got to the point in all my social media where like through the years of avoiding spoilers, I've just made a point to like put like into my labels and filters like don't show me this shit.
Yeah.
So,
but it was like 2 weeks before the movie came out. I thought it wasn't like even like right before it when I would have started filtering.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's pretty fucked for it to kind of like come around with that one.
It was early, very early actually.
Yeah, I like reeled whenever I first heard it. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, and then it wasn't until later after the movie.
It was so good.
Yeah. It wasn't until after the movie that my friend pointed out, they were like, that's the first F-bomb. And I was like, no, surely that. And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, no, it's the first time they've actually said it because even at the end of
MCU.
Yeah, at the end of Spider-Man, there was strictly just like, what the? And it card cuts at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, open the fucking door. Who knew that was going to be such the banger of a line?
Hey, too bad we don't have Schmodown no more.
Why'd you have to go and do that one, Danny?
Why'd
you have to go point that out again? We know that Schmodown isn't here anymore.
Fucking get! I would time you out if you weren't on the stream.
I know. How could we time?
I'll just time myself out. Here, Jake. Please knock me out.
Okay. Yeah. There we go. So. God damn it, Danny.
The fuck.
Every time. What's a Schmodown? It's like wrestling but worse.
Really, bruh?
It's worse because it doesn't exist anymore, and I wouldn't need those reminders. But Danny keeps spitting.
Isn't that why we're here?
No, fuck no. This
channel
was around
I have no idea why we're here.
Actually, I couldn't tell you why we're here either. Jake says in private chat, "Fuck, I think I really did just break my toe." Jake, thoughts?
Yeah, pain.
How did you break your
Go
toe,
on.
buddy? Give us the play-by-play here.
Okay, so I have a lot of shit in this area, and I got caught up on a cord and kind of ate my shit and smashed
shit,
my
bro.
foot on something.
And you couldn't have done that on stream?
Exactly.
This is one
Oh,
job.
I'm so sorry I didn't give you
One
the
job.
fucking content.
Bro, we need it. Well, we need to show
that
what's
would be
in
the viewership. It's literally me and it's literally me in the Twitch stream.
It's literally money in your pockets right now, Jake. That's content, baby. Where is it?
I'm
Give us the
just.
shot, Jake. Did you get what you needed, sir?
Do you really want me to put my toe on stream right now?
Only if it's like really black and bruised. If it just looks like your regular toe, we don't want it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what the gore people like, bro. Don't ask me.
Yeah.
I'm not going on Wiki Feet, bro. No,
read
but
this?
I am in severe pain right now.
Oh, I believe you.
I-
No, it hurts. Yeah.
I'm here trying to make it to the morning to when I can get to my fucking doctor.
Okay. Well, let's get Jake some laughs in the meantime.
Yeah.
Speaking of all,
when have any of you ever made me
oh, shut the fuck up. So often, so fucking often. I don't want to hear it from you.
You're so fucking funny, Jake. I mean,
I always
come on.
make Jake laugh though.
Yeah.
I'm the funniest.
Oh yeah, Danny's the fucking homie. The rest
Yeah,
of y'all
Danny's
can eat a
hilarious.
dick.
I'm just hilarious.
Let me put Danny
Full of
next
jokes.
to.
Full of yucks.
Talking about how the Schmodown is dead and everything.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
Hilarious.
Danny next to Jake. Jake's toe shit going on.
I'm
Do
gonna
you
take
really
Jake's
want to
favorite.
see this fucking toe?
Only if it's really fucked, bro. If it's just a regular toe, I'm not here for the foot porn. Danny Cost Comedy Hour.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
Hold on, real quick. You want to see what anxiety looks like? Nat, can you put that last banner back up? Okay, Danny, go.
Oh, so this is my comedy act. I like to leave here. Bye.
Thank you.
What?
That's the show. That's what we do here. I don't. We're just.
You could feel it. You could feel it rise. Like
Danny was like, "What would you do if I just fell asleep on stream?" And that would be it. We just put him, like just him on screen.
it
I
would be.
mean,
It
what?
absolutely would be.
What the show, man?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Wiki feed.
That was the joke, guys.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yep. I'm
Yeah,
the joke.
I did laugh.
Oh,
so
ha. Ha ha.
this was actually a pretty good tour. I won't lie.
Thanks. I'm getting better.
Um,
See me with Harloff and whoever else he's gonna be with. Double
right.
toasted.
You couldn't think of one other person.
You couldn't think of
Double
one other
toasted
person in
show.
Throwdown
Double
after all
toasted-
these
double
years.
toasted show.
How many years have we
Ellis-
covered Throwdown, Danny?
Ellis, is he on it? Yeah, he's on it.
Ellis? He probably should be, since that's his true main gig.
Bro, I've spent 4 years trying to say Danny Cost like Lost. Like trying to just fucking
Make
let
it happen.
everybody know who you are.
Mhm.
Yeah, that nobody knows who I am.
It's
Don't-
Danny Cost like Lost. It's the motherfucker that just runs around every time in the live events.
mhm.
That you go 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, like a little Energizer Bunny.
Danny, if you want to be remembered, here's my and Nat's one trick for you. Make a video no less than 25 minutes long talking about how to beat Dan Merle. And I
Okay.
promise you, he will never forget you.
It's so fucking hilarious that Nat said, or that wasn't Nat, that was Dylan. God
God
damn it.
damn it,
Here we
Jake.
go. Here
Oh
we
my
go.
Oh
God,
my
this shit
fucking
again.
god, bro.
Here we go.
Holy shit. One of us has way more hair. One of us has much less hair. One of us wears glasses. One of us does not.
I'm sitting back. I'm
Hold
not
on
even
one
gonna
second.
keep going.
Jesus fucking Christ, Jake. Look at these big screens. What is so goddamn hard? Ridiculous. Fucking
He was
Alabama
doing
at
so
its
well
finest
recently
over here.
too.
That's a Panthers fan for you. I don't know sports, but I'm gonna assume that tracks based on Mike's
No,
reaction.
that tracks. From the Panthers fans I know, it tracks.
How to beat
They're not.
Gam.
They're not. The
Wait,
most
you
educated
you
franchise.
live in Carolina now, Mike.
No, I don't. I live in Georgia.
Oh, you're in Savannah.
Yeah.
You're close enough. You're close enough.
I think technically the Falcons are still closer than the Panthers.
Yeah,
Fuck-
by
fuck
a
the
pretty
fuck
notable
the-
amount. We're talking Savannah.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up, Dylan.
The Jaguars are the closest,
I'm talking
actually,
to.
Yeah, he's like, I'm talking to fake Atlanta over here. Let me talk. Let me cook. All right,
Let him
says
cook,
Jake.
as the kids say. Let him cook.
Yeah. What's my closest sports team to?
That would be. I think.
Well,
the Titans,
you
right?
moved out of Kentucky. Where you at?
No, I'm still in Kentucky.
So
Where'd you-
pro.
I think it's probably the Titans. It's
Cincinnati.
Cincy?
Could be the Titans.
Yeah.
It's the
I
Titans.
think it might be the Titans.
There's nothing in Tennessee. It'd be
Titans.
Ohio most
Yeah.
likely. It's not going to be Indiana. I don't. Does Indiana have any?
You just said
The
Tennessee.
Colts.
Yeah, I
the
guess
Colts are the Titans.
All those cities have
Indianapolis, and Titans are about the equal distance to me. So I have kind of claim on both of those ones, Titans and Colts.
Did
Same
you see
division.
that? Did you see that video of the people on the streets trying to name the logos?
It's the best. That
Yeah.
is the best visual reveal I've ever
Flaming
seen.
hot Cheetos. I was dead.
So
haven't
yeah,
seen
so that was the Tennessee Titans schedule reveal, and that was by far the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hands down.
I laughed. I laughed how people are so confident about the Cowboys one. Is the Colts logo?
Colts
with it.
Dude, I'm that guy. I'll tell you right now, I'm absolutely making that mistake. Like,
Oh, that's another Twitch Tuesday. If we just have like Dylan guess like random sports logos.
dude, I'm gonna do so bad.
You should let
Bullseye.
NBA ones.
I guarantee you there's a 50-50 chance. Seahawks are my team. I'll still 50-50 mess it up with Falcons.
I'm gonna throw in some college ones just sort of
Bro,
fun
you
of it.
throw college ones and I'm done. GG.
How the fuck are the Seahawks your team?
Because that's where I was originally. That's where I grew up. Seattle's my stomping grounds originally.
See, I'm New York originally, so all my teams are New York. So
Right.
New York.
You're New Jersey. We know that.
Jersey, New York,
We don't
New
want to talk
York,
about that.
Carolina himself, now in Bama. But I can't say anything. I'm Seattle, now in Kentucky. So, say la vie. Jake, what do they play in Germany?
What?
Like, what's the football team in Germany?
Soccer.
Yeah, but what
they
is
call
it?
it football?
You can't just say Germany. There's
Yeah, like give me
just
one.
the
there's
German
like
national team?
800 fucking teams.
Yeah, so give me one. It's not hard, Jake. This isn't a quiz.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the NFL Europe. The Jacksonville Jaguars play in Wembley Stadium, and the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They play there too. So the NFL.
There's 2 games in Germany this year,
That's where
Jake.
they're at.
There's 2 NFL games in Germany this season.
Well, I don't know about the Germany ones. I just know the ones that are in England that are going to be televised.
So
And there's-
the Patriots are playing one of the games in Germany, and then I believe it's Kansas City against Miami is also getting played in Germany.
Oh, okay, well, good for you.
Like I said, I have to know this
But-
shit.
The correct answer was Nazis, Jake.
Dylan,
Nazis.
well, let's test Dylan and ask where is
I
Aaron Rodgers?
mean, do I need to take my shirt off and
They were
show my
0-2.
tattoos?
As I understand it. Thank you, everybody. That's all I know. 0-2. Yeah, you got it right. technically 0-1. There's an argument to say that Nazis weren't really around in World War
No,
One.
I do know that
Sure they were racist.
Jacksonville has a contract to play in either Wembley or Tottenham, and they're going to be
Tottenham
doing
this year.
their games there.
Swaggy
Thank
Blurt
you.
says, "All right, time to go to work." Izza,
Oh shit!
wait.
Winston's here. What
Okay,
the fuck?
time is at
Winston's
the.
here.
Hold on, Winston. If this is you,
I'm
what the
shocked that we
fuck?
actually have Winston here.
I don't
We never get Winston here.
make this make sense to me. Okay, time to go to work. Is okay. No, you're correcting Jake. I'm there. I got there. Jesus, I thought I was having a stroke there for a second. I was like, what time? What if okay, time to go to work and is getting replaced by Izza, and I just wasn't figuring that out. Drip drip, baby. How did you miss the first one? Yeah.
Drip drip.
Do you have a swearing filter on? No.
Mm-mm.
We have Jake on the screen. There's
Yeah.
no swearing filter.
Okay, fine.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
Exactly.
Look
that.
at your name on your screen right now.
Yeah, you're literally has Yakiavada with a fucking eye.
It's an L.
Yeah, Laco Veta over here. Can you? Who was it that I was saying? It was Mark Riley. It was one of the Schmodown events.
Hold on.
No,
Oh,
we're
he's
talking about
fucking
Schmodown.
calling. Yeah, he's definitely calling Winston.
Jake is
Thanks to-
Yo, Chad broke it. I said Jake is a bitch.
Ah!
What the fuck, man?
Your Chad is broken. I said Jake is a bitch. That's what
I believe
said.
it.
You just gonna skip that whole part?
Man,
Shut up as a dog.
Jesus Christ. Now I feel bad. Like I wish I didn't even fucking call you.
Wait,
But-
when did you come to me? Earlier today?
Did I?
I don't know. I gotta go work though. I just wanted to harass you.
All right, brother. You know I fucking love you, man. But
Good seeing
fuck
you, Winston. Yeah, why is this dog actually cute as fuck too? By the way, like this one is super cute, but the one on actual YouTube is even cuter. I don't know if you guys see it. It's fucking precious.
It's a cute dog.
It's a cute dog. It's a good girl. That's what I'm
Good.
taking this.
good girl.
Cosmo.
Yes. What else is okay? So let's. I got to talk with plans that exclusively include Nat, but you guys can all just commentate on it. So Nat, I'm coming into Phoenix here around July.
Oh, is that decided?
Yeah, I'm going. I'm going to it.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll meet you there.
So I'll be there, but how do I plan this out right? So Friday is when I'll get there, but there's a good chance I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy up until Saturday. Saturday I've got the tournament, and then Saturday evening I may be riffing with people, maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just want to come up like Saturday night, come hang, we chill, or do we try to do like a Sunday thing? Do we, because the latest flight I could get out of Arizona, at least from Phoenix, was like 4:40, and I know you're driving an hour, so I'm trying to get some maximum nap time while I'm there.
Yeah.
Nat's over there trying to figure out a way out of it.
No, listen,
No,
I'm not
no.
going to go to California to see you, Jake, but I'll go anywhere for Dylan.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
I'm thinking Saturday night. That sounds good to me. Saturday night.
All right. Well, you may be partying with some card game nerds with me on that one, but it'll be a good crowd. It'll be a great crowd.
Okay.
We'll fuck off. I'll see them literally the next week. I'll see a lot of them in because I go. It is like I go to Dallas. 2 weeks later, I go to Phoenix, and then, 3 weeks later, I go to Phoenix, and then a week after that, I go to Raleigh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
So-
Just tell me when, and I'll drive up.
Yeah, but I got some Arizona people out there that are some real ride or die homies in the Final Fantasy.
You ain't got no fucking people.
Ride or die, Jay.
Ride or die.
Ride or die, my
The
dude.
card game crew runs deep.
Yep.
Oh, so apparently we do have a censor in the chat because I typed in Jake as a bitch like a while ago, and it hasn't shown up. So we might need to look into
thanks,
that.
Nat.
Huh.
Someone needs to fix that.
I'm just trying it out.
I'll try
How
to.
do we change that? That's interesting.
Hmm.
Who's censoring our content? Son of a bitch.
Son of a bleep.
Well, it definitely ain't Paul, because if someone said Jake is a bitch, he wasn't deleted.
Yeah, Paul would definitely be upset that his stuff got censored on here. He's like, I want Jake to know. You let him know.
Well, what was that burp? That was just rude, man.
It was a little shallow. It's
don't-
right on the top of the stomach.
Don't do that
It
on
was right on the
stream.
top of the stomach.
man.
You know what I mean?
Don't
It
do
didn't
that.
come from my heart.
You have 2 viewers, guys. It's very rude. So 2 viewers.
We do not have 2 viewers, Danny.
have
We have
Yes, I'm
7.
on Twitch. I'm on Twitch. There's 2 viewers. It's me
There's
and
no one on Twitch. It's you and me. It's on
Yeah,
Twitch.
it's you and
Exactly,
me.
it's you and me.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, so can we get to a fucking topic? Can we
Yes, we
actually
can get to a
talk
topic,
about
so-
something?
Well,
Well, you sound like Alex
I
right
need
now.
to focus.
I know. All right,
see.
Alex, trying to moderate.
Okay, Alex.
This
I want to go to H Mark too, actually.
Here you go, Jake. Here's some free money for you. Over on Twitch, we just got
free money for me. What?
we just got a free Prime subscription from Ori Octopus. Thank you, Ori,
Oh wow, thank you so much for the
for your
sub.
sub.
Did we? I
Yeah,
didn't see
appreciate
that.
it. I have nothing to do with Twitch. That's all y'all.
Harold says,
It might
sure.
go to my bank account, but whatever.
Jake doesn't
Yeah.
care about the baities that I send.
Twitch is where we host our content and actually have named the show after. And once upon a time, it was the only place that me and Nat were allowed to have unfiltered content. They had to
Yeah.
put us on Twitch, and then
They
we
did,
took
yeah.
over the whole fucking
And
channel,
then the Schmodown died, and we just
Nothing
took
else on
over.
there.
which
We have nothing else.
unironically is still the funniest thing in the world to me to date, which is why we still continue to do content this many years later.
Don't say it was what we allowed you to do.
It absolutely, listen,
That-
it
What do you
absolutely,
mean?
it was like literally the whole council.
It's like,
of people.
okay, we want to have intelligent Schmodown talk. Nat and Dylan, go to Twitch.
Go talk
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
fast food on Twitch.
Yeah, when you won your award, Dylan's the one who spoke on your behalf.
Dylan was the one who accepted the fucking award. Yeah.
Dude, I don't fucking remember a thing from that either. Like, I swear up and down, I was like, I went up there, talked for several minutes, didn't address any of the people behind me. Things I
Talk
could go
about
back-
Schmodown Nashville, which I blame for not getting Schmodown in Nashville.
Yeah, that probably did it. Harloff was like 2 more years. Every time he heard it, it was 1 more year until the next time we were going to actually get it. And now we get Schmodown, nothing. So,
Schmodown 0.
Well, I just saw him like 2 weeks ago, and I asked him if Nashville was a thing.
mm.
He was like, "Nah, bro, we're not making any money. we can't go anywhere."
He's like, we got to only have it here. Only.
That's why they canceled the Connecticut show.
To be fair, who the
Because-
fuck who lives
Yeah,
in
nobody wants to
Connecticut
go
for
to
that to be
Connecticut.
hopping? Who's the Connecticut scene?
Yeah.
People traveling. That's
Who
who.
goes to Stanford?
rich white
Connecticut?
people.
Who
Right.
goes on the calendar and like plans a trip to Stanford?
Yeah,
Connecticut?
like I don't know. Like Harloff in New York made sense. Every other place, I was like, you're high. You're high as
I-
fuck for picking.
I think he was expecting that the people that came to New York would make that like 30-minute drive, and
Yeah.
it just
More
didn't
30
happen,
minutes.
and
Yeah.
nobody bought tickets.
Nobody wants to go.
Yeah, because Connecticut.
Stanford, Connecticut.
Who the fuck cares about Connecticut? That's why I'm no longer going to NYC. Bro, I thought you were at work. What are you doing?
Wait, Winston's still in
Yeah,
here?
he's still here.
He's still here.
Yeah. So,
Hey.
all right. Let's talk about all the reasonable places that Schmodown made sense.
Hold on.
York.
Before we do that,
Okay, I'll stop listening.
Well-
You didn't. You right. No, carry on, bro. Do you?
no, let me talk about how much of a pussy Winston was.
Okay. All right. I love it when you hit a guy when he can't even have a voice on it, Jake. But go on.
Yeah, look, and he just said
Well,
he's
he-
going to stop listening to us now.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
He couldn't even like walk up to me with our problems.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. All right, what's this T?
He-
I don't know what's okay. When you say problems, are we talking ED or what, bro? Like, what do you got?
No, it wasn't any problems. He, I'm sure most of y'all know that, like, he broke his leg or whatever, and he had to have like help getting up on stage. And when he was getting off stage,
Did you have to put a pause right there?
he, yes, he, he kind of like stumbled down the steps, and he was across the club from me. And I sent him a text. I was like, "You clumsy bitch."
Jay.
And he was like, and he came back at me. And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to be sitting right here for the next 45 minutes if you think that you can make your way over here in that time."
That feels like you're adding insult to injury quite literally, Jake. You
I
worked your way over to me.
I did.
Also,
I did.
Jake, I
love
clearly see you have a broken
Winston.
leg.
Winston's my guy, but I could not talk shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jake, is there somebody you don't talk shit to? Because that's like your
on
love
this
language.
screen, no.
No, definitely not.
Nope, definitely no way.
Yeah, Dylan over there, I know you're talking shit to that guy all the time.
Yeah, and Nat over there, you're for sure talking shit about.
Yeah,
I'm for sure getting shit on everybody all at once.
hey, shut up, Dean.
Jesus Christ.
Keep talking, man. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Hurt me more.
You know how it is.
No, I
For
hey,
the record, for the record, I like to imagine anytime we roast Danny in like actual text chat, he's just like nipple twisting gold, like
Hey, no, that's my PPVs.
Yeah,
that's why I stopped roasting
PPVs,
Danny
they
because
have
like
that
he's
mustache.
getting off on it.
He is a sick bastard. Look at him.
Yeah, that's true.
No, so it was a good night.
Wow.
I did actually meet up with Winston. We had a good time. But I'm still gonna talk shit.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say, Jake. Talk shit, get hit. And this is normally when I would put a clip of like that one time the bar incident happened.
What, the bar
Which
incident?
one?
Well, the one where the guy hit you. You know.
Oh, in Houston.
Houston. Yeah, of course it's fucking Texas, right? To nobody's
Yeah.
surprise.
Well, the fucking Winston is a Dallas person, so he's a fucking Texas person.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
That wouldn't have ever happened in Dallas. Houston? Absolutely would happen. It would happen again.
It did happen in Houston.
That's what I said.
Twice,
It's a problem. Houston, we have problems.
Yeah, Houston, a little wild. San Antonio, a little wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, my lip is still fucked up.
From that?
Like, yeah.
Bro, this is what I'm talking about. I don't care how fit, how confident, how 10-0 the matchup is. I'm not fighting as an adult. Bro, you sneeze wrong, game over.
Nah, dude, you don't understand. I was sitting there at a table with Robert Meyer Burnett, and
Didn't he get canceled?
These-
Didn't we cancel him? Actually,
No, he's back.
That-
Did you
that-
see the Justin
that's
Harlow show
back.
he's going to be on today?
fuck, I don't know. I don't keep.
He
up
was on the big
He's
thing
back, baby.
today.
Yeah,
Okay.
I saw like
Um,
3 advertisements about it.
his whole thing with RB3, I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm
I
just
honestly
saying.
don't remember what the beef was anymore at this point. I'm like pretty that far
Oh,
detached from it.
I'm not going to
Let's not get into it.
I'm
I
not
don't
going to
know.
get into that.
We got viewers. They like it. What's going on between that?
No.
Hey, what are they gonna do? Shoot the messenger, bro? Like, here's the thing, Jake.
I thought I was talking about my incident.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'm being rude. Go ahead. So you're at a bar.
Yes, you are being rude. You.
I want to hear about Jake getting punched all the time
fucking-
anyway.
That's fair. You're right. I haven't heard this story in a second. Jake, tell me it again.
Fuck you, Mike. But so I was sitting at a table
Mhm.
with Robert Meyer Burnett and my homeboy Big Lazy, rest in peace.
Mhm.
He passed a couple weeks ago. And this truck came flying in, and another truck came flying in. And a dude jumped out of one truck, a chick jumped out of another truck. They started yelling at each other, and he fucking Kamehameha fucking punched her as hard as he fucking could.
Mhm.
And I jumped up, ran over, tried to like stand over her, make sure that she was fine. And then he came over and he was like, "This is our business. You don't have nothing to do with this." And I was like, "Fuck you, bro."
Mhm.
And he punched me in the mouth. And I was not exactly sober.
No.
When are you ever?
Shot.
and
Fuck,
those
okay,
events,
fuck
at
all
those
you on
events-
that one.
uh,
Fuck all of you on that one.
fuck us for the truth. Okay,
But-
then. Okay.
Fuck me for the truth.
But
Yeah,
I was just trying to protect her.
sure. Moral compass was right.
I got smashed.
Hmm.
And then he jumped back into his truck
Yeah.
and took off. And then she jumped back into her truck and took off the other way. So I'm sitting out there outside of the club and I'm just fucking leaking blood everywhere.
Right.
And I don't remember who came up. It might have been Robert Adams and Chris Adams came up to help me.
Uh-huh.
And then I went inside, went to the bathroom, tried to clean it up. And that's when Roxy like tried to clean it up. And that's when me and Roxy became friends. And Ben Bateman's drunk ass like didn't even realize what was going on. And he was like, "Hey, Roxy, let's do a shot. let's do a shot."
Meanwhile, you're sprinkling blood, right? Like,
Yeah.
Can I say real quick, is that where were the Adams for this? They're literally locals.
Yeah,
Adams.
they were. I literally just said that they were there.
I know, but that's what I'm saying, right? Like, where were they whenever you were getting punched? You know, like,
Oh, they were probably inside the club.
okay.
The only people that saw me like when that was happening was Robert Meyer Burnett.
Okay. And also, why isn't R&B fucking RKOing out of nowhere on
and
this?
Kevin Smets too.
Oh, and Smets would have ruined that man if he was actually paying attention.
It was just it was a fucked up night, but we had fun. After all that happened, I was at the bar. Roxy like had her fucking fingers in my mouth and like
What?
trying to fucking
People
stop the
have paid for that
bleeding.
kind of treatment.
I know. I was gonna say that's lucky you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like trying to like stop the bleeding and everything.
Yeah.
And I looked over and I was like, "Hey, let me get like 15 more shots of vodka."
Yeah. Well, you got to disinfect it at that point, right? So, Jesus, Gene.
Yeah.
Jesus, Gene. Whoa.
And she was like, "Promise me that you're gonna go to the hospital tomorrow to get this checked out." I didn't do that.
And he didn't. And here we are, years later.
Many years later.
Many years later.
Yeah, and my lip is still fucked up. Like
Yeah.
5 years ago?
It's
Yeah, that's probably been about 5.
that motherfucker rocked me, man. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna lie. That was a good
Dude.
shot.
I mean, you got to think of it like this, though, Jake. If this man doesn't hesitate to hit women, you know he's putting 120% behind hitting a man.
Well,
True.
we were in Texas City, Texas. If
Which
that makes
is explaining a whole lot of this story to me, Jake.
yeah. So
And I say this
I'm
having
just glad I didn't get shot.
I'm saying this having spent several. Yeah, that's true. You could have got shot. In this day and age, you just would have been shot. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but he punched that girl and she just like fucking whooshed
Yeah.
off to the side. And I was talking to R&B and I was like, hold the fuck up. No, this ain't happening.
Real quick, was R&B wearing his Ric Flair robe?
No, he had it, but at that time Danielle Ramirez was wearing it.
That's
I was
right.
gonna say that
That's the
the after
famous
party in
that's the famous
Brooklyn, he wore it.
Yeah,
famous.
that's me going full circle. Is just to bring about Danny Joy because we've had our first Danny Joy sighting in like literally years.
Yeah, that was so random.
I liked how she popped up and then yeeted right out. As
I
soon as
know.
she
Pops up,
invited
says hi, doesn't elaborate,
her-
leaves.
No, as soon as you were like, "Here's the link, Danny Joyce," she yeeted right out of here.
Yeah, she fucking.
Yeah.
All right, not gonna catch me on screen again.
See you guys in like 5 months.
Yeah. Jokes on her. Well, she's in Corpus Christi, right?
Yeah.
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 Not Texas City, Texas.
Yeah. It's in Texas City,
I'm not
Texas.
Texas
I
City.
ain't fucking visiting, bro.
I
Sorry.
swear. I mean, Brad Gilmore is still there.
Yeah, but me and Brad are kind of on contentious terms.
What the fuck did you do?
So, you know how people only remember me and Nat because we do disrespectful things to people?
No, I
actually don't know where
Never
he's
knew
going
that
with
happened. I never knew that.
The last time I talked to Brad Gilmore, and I don't know if he actually still remembers me after this, but he did remember this. 2019 awards. There's a clip of it. We're going to shake hands and everything's formal, and I fucking hand to harem and then walk off on that one. And
No, there is a clip of it. It's when we accepted the award.
yeah,
I saw it.
hold on, I'm gonna go pull that up because that's one of the few highlight moments I have in Showdown history.
I think my while you're pulling that up, my favorite memory of Brad was in Atlanta. We were in the bathroom and we like went to wash our hands at the same time,
Mhm.
and he looked over at me and he was like, "Oh, this motherfucker."
Now, Jake,
I
have
was
a
like,
follow-up.
"Yeah, we're good."
Were you in that bathroom the same time Ellis and Hamilton found what they found in that bathroom?
I was there, but I wasn't in the bathroom. But I was sitting at the table with Brad and Roxy and Chris Hall, and
Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
All right.
yeah,
Probably a good thing.
Right.
Fuck, Mike, you were there in Atlanta. You were staying in the goddamn house.
No, like we showed up to that bar a little bit later because like we were pretty much serving as a diversion to get everybody away from everybody else so we could go to the after party. And we showed up like later than you guys did. We didn't get to that bar until like maybe like 12 o'clock. But fuck, when we got there, all I remember when we walked in was Mark Ellis and Justin Hamilton being able to be heard from anybody who was in that bar. You heard
Yeah.
them because of what they witnessed in the bathroom.
And the security guard was like standing outside of the bathroom. He was like, "Fuck it, it happens."
Yeah.
Yep.
So YouTube is being really finicky about finding the 2019 awards. It'll find me the 2016 and 2017 Showdown awards, strangely enough, but it won't find me 2019.
They might not have reposted them
Hey,
yet.
Yeah,
Probably
will
just wanted to
say-
erase the memories, guys. They wanted to erase us.
if they erase the one fucking awards that we got to accept in person,
I swear. Yeah,
I'm gonna be
the
so
only
mad
thing we
if
have
our
us
leg-
winning is Paul and that Ed Harris.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I swear to God, our living legacy is just PLD. and
is
that
fucking PLD's
Ed
Ed Harris
Harris
one.
shirt,
I'll
except
tell you right now, I'm gonna start going on Twitter and I'm gonna start being like Harloff racist hashtags, and it's gonna be
No.
like, why the
No.
Asian hate?
Do not
I'm gonna be.
fucking do that.
You're right,
man.
I won't, but Call to Action's Twitter will, because my Twitter doesn't have
Oh,
enough followers
Jesus
for that
Christ.
to catch on.
I'm gonna change the password.
Not before I
You
can
are
change
not
it.
gonna have access.
You can't have that. Don't have access to anything. He's extremely unhinged.
It's true. I'm
was
always
this-
unhinged.
I don't even know what this
I-
show is going to be about. We were talking about French fries, and then
Well,
I
Oh,
we're,
yeah.
we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to
Real
that.
quick,
Oh,
how's that
exactly.
Twitter poll doing up on that?
I'll do the
I
review
just-
when we're closing up.
I still love at the end of the Spectacular Four when we had that 10 bedroom, 10 bathroom house.
Yes.
And at the end of it, Harloff was like, check out that call to action. Check out, whatever. But he put us first.
He did.
yeah,
He did.
And we were fucking hype about that.
Oh, we were kings of the world for a little bit there.
yeah,
But,
we
you
were
know,
on top, we were on top of the mountain for a little while.
it was so this is a story I tell really often, right? So 2019 awards, we're at peak, as high as Call to Action can possibly do. We're firing all cylinders, we're killing it on content. We have the whole team here. And we're at awards, and for this little bit of time, people care about these little fans, right? Now a couple of the folks here and there are pretty popular and stay mainstream. Obviously, Alex had Bates at the time, and then Danny and Paul, of course, are always mainstays and stuff like that. But even me and Nat, for the most part,
motherfucker.
right? Even me and Nat, even us forgettable folks are still getting
Hey,
our spotlight.
even I was recognized.
Right, Danny was as well. People came up and talked about how much they loved our show, and they're wanting to take pictures. And unironically, that was the moment for me. Recognition and awards, great, wonderful. We knew we were the best fucking.
Chelsea got stalked in Atlanta.
Yeah, right. So, well, and for some of us, we take that a little bit harder. If you're a guy, we don't get that problem. So,
Right.
At least that we're conscious of. But
Yeah.
it was a moment where I realized with me, it's my love-hate relationship with that is for all of the high behind it and the Hollywood and the LA of it all and the California vibe of it all, feeling like you're somebody, right? Even for just a night. It was a thing to me where I looked over at at one point and I'd been drinking and I had a moment of maybe even just sober depression. And I look over at Alex and I said, we're going to fly home in a day or two and we're going to be our regular selves to people again. This is such a surreal high. And I doubt we will be able to replicate it. So I think we should enjoy the shit out of it tonight. But I think this is so fucking surreal. And she said something. I don't know. I stopped listening to her. I just wanted her to hear me. So, because she'll keep on going and she'll say something controversial. So I was just I better get out of here. But I wanted her to think about that. Just her for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. But to date, I come back to saying it's just yeah, for a little bit we got to be Z-list celebrities. And it's to the Throwdown world and stuff like that, other than Dan Burrell, we're largely forgettable other than our ongoing content. But, to the couple of people who were actually watch the show and they were we're just stoked to be able to talk to you guys about this. And I'm why? We're just fucking regular people with cameras, bro. Go do what we do. It was not that, it's not that hard. It just puts a lot of effort behind it.
What I was gonna say, for all of you with it, I know all of you had the experience. What was the first time somebody you didn't expect to know you, mentioned you by name?
Ooh, I still
Dylan, do you want to go first? Because I got some shit.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, it was Kevin Smets, actually. Because it makes sense now in hindsight.
Right.
Here's the thing. In hindsight, it makes sense. When Smets is doing his Geek Tour run, right? It was him coming onto the show and it was the very first time he was on Call to Action. And he was literally Dylan, Alex, stuff like that. And this before we had our names up or whatever. He knew us right away. He's no, it's not only that I watched the show because you guys put out relevant and good content. He was just I really like that this stuff. And I'm okay, it's one thing for you to watch the show, but you knew my name off the cuff. And sure, I was hosting a lot more at the time, but I think for him to kind of just have that moment where it was just I'm addressing you immediately. Where a lot of the guests on the show before then, which isn't disrespectful, it's just I think they came on very uniformly. We know you as C2A. Maybe I've talked with Alex or Danny a little bit more, or something like that. And for a couple of the other hosts, I always come back to saying I'm for that stretch of time, I was hosting on a lot of stuff, but it doesn't mean that I was the main host. I was just kind of one of the faces at play here. So for that to be a recognition thing, and he knew right away, and he was like, "Yeah, you were talking about this the other day," and I'm like, "Fuck, dude, you actually have been watching and listening to what I say. That's wild." And now with the full wholesome concept of Smets, now it's like it doesn't mean less. It just means that like Smets is just that good of a dude. And for me, that's a little bit of affirmations of that. But yeah, frankly, it's that one for me.
I would also say it would be Smets. So when I went to Houston, I didn't have any kind of connection to anybody.
Yeah.
I was standing in the beer line with Josh Estes.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
God, I forgot that's already been the case.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Smithy, that's a fantastic story.
Yeah. And then after the show was over, everybody was kind of like scattering around.
Mm-hmm.
And the first person I met was Janine.
Mm.
And then
That's
I was
hilarious considering your rocky history with Janine.
Bro,
no. don't put
we're
your
not
finger at me.
we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Our favorite action member and original OG.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I never forget anything. That's the worst part, JK.
And I know you were there.
I was.
But no, I was walking around the arena and Smets looked at me and he was like, "Hey dude, I recognize you from your Facebook post." And I was like, "Okay, cool."
Yeah.
You know? And then we ended up like probably like the next 3 live shows we would sing Little Mermaid
Mm-hmm.
and fucking just battle it out. And that was our thing, and that's how we became fam. And now he's like a brother to me.
Yeah.
He's just Kevin.
And it was because of that stupid ass shit that we just were singing Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nat?
So I've been trying to think of some of
Nobody gives a fuck what Nat has.
Thanks, Jake. I was actually gonna bring up something including you, but I'll skip that for now.
Including me.
Yeah,
Okay.
involving you. I think the moment I realized that I made it big was I think like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, where Jake had that stream one night only, and then the famous Paul Denuzio messaged me to get the Streamlard password. I was like, damn, Paul Denuzio just messaged me.
Wow. PLD reached
Wow,
out
that
to
is pretty
you?
wild.
Yeah.
I'm just
Bro, I couldn't
But-
even tell you the last time I've got a direct message from PLD himself.
I know it's pretty crazy. It was like just out of the blue. Paul Denuzio just DM'd me.
Ooh. Okay, keep going, Nat. Keep going.
No, but really, I don't really think I have a moment like that. I just feel like by the time of our first awards, I feel like C2A was already like popping off, and by then, people knew who I was already. So I kind of like expected them to at least know what like my face and everything. So that there was one moment where they were like, "Oh, hey, you're Nat from C2A." There wasn't any of that. I don't
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, hey, that is honestly like the most amazing shit. Like
Oh, when you
whenever
get
I go,
for your shit.
yeah, what?
Yeah, when you get recognized for like the shit that you do. Yeah.
Yeah, when I go to an event, whether it's spectacular or whatever the fuck we're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Hey, are you Jake Iacovetta?" I'm like, yeah, dude, can I buy you a drink?
Which is Jake's normal hello.
yeah.
But that's so fucking weird. Like people are like, "Oh my god, I'm so glad to meet you," and
I
it's
hope-
like,
I hope one day it's like years from
What?
now. like somebody says it to one of us still, right? They're like, "Oh, aren't you Jake from C2A?" Like random state too. Like I want to be like
Yeah.
walking through an airport, and they're like,
Holy, wait a second.
"Yeah, did you talk about a like a YouTube show called Movie Trivia Schmodown for a while?" I'm gonna
With
be
the
like,
with the team
"No."
action guy.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say no.
Uh,
They fucking hate Asians at that show. They won't ever give us.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's,
our
Hey, were
awards.
that's
you
why
that-
they're
were you
never
that
they're
podcast
never
that
gonna
banned
come up
Japan
to you.
Yeah.
For trying to stream Naruto and not
Oh, and
Naruto.
now,
on AAA.
okay, no, that would be the best thing if I'm in Japan and then they're like, oh, that's Dylan from C2A. He's one of the banned content because he played Naruto. If somehow somebody in Japan had caught that and they pointed it out and recognized it, that's peak. That's as high as it gets.
That's big.
Yo,
I will also
if
say,
if that happened, I would probably cry.
Yeah.
I would just die in Japan. Like my soul would leave the body of ecstasy. That like it would be peak.
I will say another cool moment was I was at the movies watching, I think it was the Batman last year. And then next to me, I see a guy with his phone out, and I see Ben Bateman, and then I see Megs pop up on the screen. I was like, oh, hey, I know her. And I
Yeah.
look, and it's freaking William Harold in the chat. And it's like, you're Nat. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Harold.
And now they
William
have
Harold
movies
has
all the
always been the homie, man.
Yeah.
He's been mad forever.
Harold's goated for sure. He's a goat home.
What is it? Hashtag Galactus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means. That's probably like a
Call
general.
sign. His
That is
call
correct.
sign is Galactus.
But we don't pay for that around here, all
Mine's
right? You
close.
keep that fucking rich luxury shit out of here.
Well,
I-
Me and
I
Nat
will-
actually thought about just subscribing recently. I was actually doing a dare to do it, and then we found out that you can't even do it anymore.
Yeah, they
it doesn't exist
canceled
no
it.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just send Ben a fat hundy and just be like, hey, are we generals now? Can you give us a
Put me in the chat.
I mean, if you want to. My call sign is bar tab.
Mine is easy.
Easy?
My
No,
yeah.
Danny Phantom.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
and Mike, what was yours?
Kano.
Okay, now?
Kano.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Fucking Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
Nat's was
All
too
right.
fast. Mine was too
I'm-
fearless.
I'm gonna
No,
head
yours was
out.
Drift and Nat was King.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna head out. I love all y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah, we love you, Jake.
No
Thank you,
matter
Jake.
no matter how much shit I talk, I love y'all.
We know that shit talks in your love language. Smithy says, I'm call sign sex bot. Is
I-
that true?
Yep, 100%.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Ben won't know how to add you to the chat. That's facts. You know what? That should be the game. Somebody text him and say, Dylan and Nat want to be one-time generals. You can get $100, but the trick is you personally have to add them to the chat.
You won't be
If
in
he
that.
if he can do it,
Do you really want me to do that?
I want to do it just to make me think
Text
about us for a second. That sounds really fucking funny to me.
Call
It's
him.
gonna do. So these French
Alright.
fries.
Hold on.
Yeah, for the record, we are absolutely not Venmoing him $100.
I was gonna say, what money?
We don't have it. We don't have it. I ain't giving it. If Jake
I
wants to
need
take
you
from
to
the
step
C-
up your bits game.
if Jake wants to put it into the C,
Right.
take from the C2A account, that's
Right.
his prerogative. But
So
No,
you
that's
want a
my
funny-
money.
exactly, yeah, I'm volunteering Jake's money for this gag at this point. But
The last time I saw Bateman, he was doing his tour. He was in Orlando.
yeah,
He messages me like, because I helped him get a hotel room at Universal. He messages me. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see if he answers.
He might be out of the country.
Please leave your message for
No.
206.
Just give his number out to everybody.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
put on the speaker. I'm gonna put it there right now.
What I was gonna say, he messages me and he's at the airport and he's through security and he's like, "Dude, I can't find my ID." I'm like,
how did you get through security?
"Yeah." I'm like, he's like, "I think I left it at the hotel." I'm like, Wait, you're at your gate at the airport? I'm like, I'm pretty certain it's at the airport.
Right. Ben, put one and one together here, buddy. Like,
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out.
All
Y'all
right,
have
brother.
a good night.
Head out. We're
Bye,
closing
Jake.
soon. Don't worry.
Fuck you too, Mike.
See you Sunday, dude.
Yep. Typical go fuck yourself, we love you. You know the use.
Wait, how? Oh,
We have a
I forgot that I started this show. I almost hit end broadcast.
Bro,
Oh,
that would
don't
have
wanna
been
do
so
that.
bad.
That would have been bad.
All right. Now, the funny thing is to be like, all right, bye, guys. And then you leave the studio, but then you don't actually end the podcast.
I've done that before.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, nah, I'm just gonna leave the studio.
No, all right. Yeah,
All right.
just do that one, Jake. We'll see you next time, buddy.
Shut
Bye,
the
Jake.
fuck
Love
up.
you.
Yeah, love you. Love you, bye. Anyways,
So what's the show? What is the show about?
let's wrap this on the fries.
Yeah, let's hang on. I'm gonna pull it up on my screen.
He left his credit card at a bar in San Francisco. I do recall that. Didn't he leave it? Didn't he leave it whenever he won the title too? Like, didn't he leave his credit card at like a bar that he was at? And
Ben is almost as bad as Jake when it comes to like buying people drinks. Like,
Yeah.
we all went out after his show in Orlando, and I was like, "Oh my god, stop buying the shots!"
Oh, what the fuck is?
So it
this?
looks
How
like it's
many-
pretty definitive.
how many
Rallies
votes?
with 0 votes.
What? How this
Okay,
is this is
so
an outrage.
that didn't kill it.
That's an outrage. How is rallies not get 0%?
Yeah.
What are you saying, Jake?
Okay.
Bye, Jake.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's pretty neck and neck between Wendy's and Five Guys. I think they're tied. McDonald's with the overwhelming lead though, over 50%. So
This is why.
I
This is why
rest my
Schmodown
case.
got. I'll
I
tell you
rest
right
my
now. This
fucking
right here.
case.
This is why Schmodown got fucking canceled. Jesus
We
Christ.
got double-digit votes.
Someone's gonna come around. They're gonna see that post and they're gonna be like, "Oh, CTA thinks rallies and checkers is the worst."
I hope you know what. If I hope McDonald's claps back at us, and then Subway comes in to defend us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's my hold on view tweet. I want to see. I'm trying
Oh,
to
we just
find
got
out
more
who's
votes for McDonald's.
I'm trying to find who these votes are. How do you figure that out if you're on the pod?
Wait, I'm gonna vote for rallies. I'm very mad right now.
Yeah. Well, we can't.
You
vote.
didn't vote already?
No,
No,
I
I
didn't
didn't
even.
vote.
No, of course I was on here with you guys.
Yeah,
Oh, I
didn't vote.
voted.
I'm sitting here doing this.
I voted McDonald's. That was the first vote.
I
Look,
probably would have
Alex
voted
saying-
rallies because rallies.
Alex saying that we're choosing violence today. Why?
Listen, rallies is trash food, everything else, but their fries are fucking out of this world. Rallies is 95% of the fries are 95% of the reason you go to that place.
Let me go ahead and refresh.
Smithy says I voted McDee's because these fries are like crack, bro. Bro,
Bro,
they ain't that good.
they're so good.
Dude,
the
they're
best
mid.
fries. I mean, it's pretty decided that they're the best fries according to this poll.
Okay, hold on.
Fine. I made my vote.
Well, I'm gonna refresh again.
All right, go ahead and refresh.
Let's
Go
see
ahead.
what difference it makes.
Nothing.
Real quick while you're doing that.
Are you sure you voted for rallies? Because you guys. Did.
No. Where's
Oh, hang on. This isn't even my screen. Dylan, come on. You
Dylan?
can't be doing this.
We're gonna send that bad boy.
That would have been the hard close on what the show.
Oh my god.
If we just wrap the show, hard cut. No longer host the show. We just stop doing channel content.
That's it.
That's how I want to outro. That's the ending that this show deserves. Burning every bridge we ever built.
Yeah, you got to learn. You got to do the hard close. Like the second somebody says something really bad, just hit end broadcast.
Yes. There's gonna be a time where somebody lets a racial slur slip, and it's just gonna be like, and
It's
then
gonna be
hard-
Jake.
And scene.
Yeah. and it's gonna be Jake. 'Cause that
yeah.
guy says some real offensive shit sometimes.
You guys think he's offensive on camera, but like behind the
Yeah.
scenes, you have no
You should
idea.
see him in chat. Oh my
the
god!
stuff he says to me.
And the stuff that he tries to say to me, but he says to Nat because he can't tell us apart. That's the worst.
Anyway, that's our show. We're gonna end it right here. That's a good stopping point. Thank you everyone for watching. You can catch us on. Actually, no, Mike. Where can they catch you?
Yep.
I'm on What the Show on Wednesday nights, and we actually have something. I'll plug it right now. 2 Sundays from now, we're going to do something akin to something you guys did, which was the Last General Standing. However,
Yeah.
we're calling it the Cutthroat Challenge.
Mhm.
It's going to be the same format. However, it's one and done. So 1 question wrong and you're out.
Yikes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
June 4th, we're doing that. That's going to be fun. If anybody wants to compete, let me know.
June
Yeah.
4th. Be sure to check that out.
Go on
And
in.
yeah, I think
I'm letting you know.
that's it.
There you go. Nat wants in too.
Yeah, I'll hit you up.
Yes. Anyway, guys, that's our show.
That's our show.
Ni-
See you next Tuesday.